Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here, and today we're going to be talking about items on Roblox that have a special effect to them. Specifically what we're going to be talking about is the smoke effect. We could go through all the effects if you guys want, but right now we're going to be focusing on solely the smoke effect coming out of the hat or whatever, thing it is. So the first item on the list is one that you guys all probably know. Because there's only three. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like right now, there's only 3 items on Roblox that have a smoke effect. But don't click off thinking that you can't get one, because there's actually one that you guys can get that will give you a smoke effect that's very, very cheap. And I'll get to that. But the first item we're gonna be talking about is ROBLOX's Smokestack Top Hat. I hope I said that right. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. But essentially, it's a limited hat that came out in 2014. Well, according to this page, they don't know what it was sold for. I don't remember what it was sold for. And, it was sold with 101 stock. Now, after that, it kind of, it really got attention because it became the first item on Roblox that gave you a smoke effect. And we're actually going to take it in-game. As you guys can see right here, I'm in Catalog Heaven, a game by Serenok. You could go in here and check out any hat you want. Not sponsored, by the way. I just wanted to mention that in case you guys were curious. But if you were to go over here and then, take off your other item, you can see this hat generates smoke. And, this is the hat that gives you the most smoke out of your hat. Like, all the other hats don't have as much smoke as this. But this one is... Like, it makes them all smoke, nonetheless, but this one is quite literally the most smoke you could get, and it actually used to smoke a lot more, as far as I remember, but I'm assuming they updated it recently, so now the smoke is a little bit less. But as you guys can see, it's still a really, really dark cloud gray with the smoke here. Let me just close the chat, it's getting distracting. But yeah, so moving on to the next item on our list, however, we have the Infernal Undead Immortal Sword. Again, this is not the item that you guys can afford, so I would skip ahead like a minute or two if that's what you're looking for. But, the Infernal Undead Immortal Sword is a limited unique back accessory that will never sell out, so nobody, and I mean nobody, buy this item unless you're looking at this like 7 years later and it finally sold out, okay? Because after what I believe has been like 6 months, give or take a little bit of time, it came out in October, I believe, or something like that. So, October, November, December, January. So, yeah, like almost 5 months, I guess. 4 or 5, something like that. All I know is that it's pretty old for an item that has not sold out. And it's on pace to being quite the record holder for an item that has taken forever to sell out, as it has 29,500 left in stock out of 31,000. Meaning only 1,500 sold in this long period of time. So that's interesting. I wonder what Roblox will do to fix this, or if they're just going to leave this and hope nobody ever thinks about this item again. Now, there are some... I want to get a little bit off topic here. There are some items, by the way, that have taken this long, if not longer, to sell out. Off the top of my head, I can think of the Azurite Bowler, I believe it was. We have the Black Iron Horns. We also have the Lightning Orb, which took a very, very long time to sell out. I think it's currently the record holder. Peach Thug Shades took quite a while. The list goes on, but those are just off the top of my head. But anyway, back on topic. This item actually generates smoke, and not a lot of people know that about this item, which is interesting. I feel like this might not have been in the original item. I don't know, honestly, because, again, I don't keep up with items like that. Maybe they updated it. Well, let's just go to Immortal Sword. But maybe they updated it to entice sales. Like, people would buy it if they see that smoke comes out of it. It's not even the normal smoke, by the way. It's like a weird purpley smoke, if you're into that. But, yeah. And it doesn't smoke a lot at all. It just smokes like one little circular thing every once in a while. But it's still something interesting to note. And, who knows, maybe this will be the reason why it ever sells out, because people want a smoke effect and don't want to cash out like 150,000 Robux for the smoke hat. But, moving on to the last item on my list today, we actually have one that I think you guys would be very interested in, because it's very, very cheap. And I kid you not, extremely cheap, as in anyone here can afford this. And that is actually the Cinched Scientist hair. You guys might have seen this in my inventory. I think I even made a character with this as a joke once. I think that's what my Thanos guy was. But as you can see, it was published in 2018. So that's the main reason why a lot of you guys might not recognize this. It's a very recent hair on Roblox. And it's currently on sale for 100 Robux right now. And as you can see, I own it. But now when you take this in-game, you can actually check it out right now. You can go over here. And you can go to Cinched, right? And you go to the Cinched Scientist here. And every once in a while, you're actually going to see some smoke come out of it. I'm aiming a little bit too low. It's like a pretty faint, little bit of smoke here and there. But it's still smoke nonetheless, and I think it's really interesting. So yeah, guys, did you know that you could get a hat that emits smoke particles for literally 100 Robux? It's really interesting. Honestly, I realized this a long while ago, and I was just not really trying to make a video on it yet, but I finally did. So let me know what you guys think about this, and let me know if I should do one about fire particles or any other kind of particle effect, in the next video. You know, maybe I could turn this into a series where we just look at the interesting hats of Roblox, not so much expensive or, you know, items that, you know, were created for this purpose, but, you know, maybe sometimes we could talk about special hats themselves. Give them the recognition they deserve. Oh god, this is an ugly hat. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.